If you didn't know already, this is what I do for a living. Let me get out of this big sumbitch. I drive a truck. This is a 2019 Peterbilt. Over here making a delivery in Huntsville, Alabama. So I'm going to meet up with some other Freak members, actual friends of mine, and we're going to go out to lunch here in a little bit. I do want to let you guys know that if you guys want to be able to support the channel, I did leave in the comment section below or in the description box a link for a way to be able to help out the channel, which is a PayPal link, and it's entirely up to you guys. I'm not gonna push it. I'm just gonna mention it at the beginning of my videos from this point on out, for anybody who wants to do that. So anything is appreciated. And we're over here at Jasper's shop. What's it called again?
Jay's Weld Shop.
Jay's Weld Shop. Here in, what city am I at? Huntsville, Alabama. We're about to go in here and see what he's got going on in his shop. And then we'll be headed out to go do a couple more things. All right, just for general purposes, just so that we can get his card in here too. This is his brother's shop, the first shop that we went into. If I can get it to focus. There we go. There's all the information on his. You can pause it right now and write all that down if you need to call him up for any kind of work that you need done. Ooh, God, you got a lot of space.
Oh yeah. You know, get a shot of this. They trying to get it done.
Look at that. God, Jesus. That's gonna be just a little loud.
Oh yeah. This is one I just got done with. Shortening the frame and the firewall on in. Getting that done. So,
Oh, this is
57.
freaking pretty.
It's on full frame, powder coated, standstill exhaust, one-off intake.
Wow.
Those probably be for sale in the future.
Really?
Yeah. It's gonna have TMI interior,
Man.
all leather.
I mean, you're going all out, though. I mean, it's not like you're cutting any corners here.
No, not this one. No, this is sharp.
You don't say not this one.
Not this shop.
Not this shop, yeah.
Don't edit that out.
Because I was going to say, I mean. Got all the parts ready.
I don't know what this one's for. It might be for this one. And the fuel cell I built. That's for.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You just posted up pictures of that.
A few, because I'm not done with it just yet. We're gonna wait on a fill neck to come in for location, but it's almost done for my part. This and then brackets to hold it up.
Right. Okay, so this is Smoke Johnson Customs.
Yeah, which is my stepbrother. And then,
Oh, your stepbrother.
And then we have our shop over here, which is Jay's Weld Shop, and we have Smoke Johnson Customs in here too, for storage, and then quick performance as well. Where they'll be doing motors, they'll be taking them out of the cars, and they'll be selling motor, trans, wiring harnesses, ECUs, everything, and bolt it to the pallet and sell it.
Oh, okay.
And I have a running video of the motor too.
Okay, okay.
So that we'll be offering that as well soon.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to get a shot of the sign over here so that they can write down. Is the website on the sign too?
Up here, yeah, on mine. Shot of the cards.
He took a massive crap and they're having to fix it. So yeah, there you go. Any needs, you get a hold of them. All right, now let's go in here to his shop. There's a whole lot more toys in here. Let's look at this pretty red one back here first. There it is again. Don't forget to pause it on that so you can write all that information down. Man, that is so pretty.
This one's getting air ride.
Okay.
Should be done by the weekend. Just get this one just the front.
I'll get to this one here in just a second.
All right, yeah.
Let's go around over here. We can take a look at this from the side. I love that tire and wheel combo.
Gangster walls.
Yeah, that is just freaking sexy. And it's pretty much as sexy as this right here. Look at that.
This one's going to be coming out probably around May or June.
May or June?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so low you can't even see the rims. Yeah.
Here, we can get this out of the way.
Freaking sexy. My buddy Michigan Eric, he would absolutely love that. Those are the ones where you get going fast enough and the rear end gets light on you because of the wings.
Right? You start taking off.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we got this over here.
So Buick, it's got air ride on it as well, but they're getting a chassis made. This should be in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn sexy. He's just got a whole bunch more stuff over there. To do. Oh.
Yeah, we got the.
I was gonna look at that C10.
You got a C10, and I'll show you some of the motor work that we've done in house too. I'll put it on this G8.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, really your regular old.
I was gonna say this just looks like a stock car.
Huh?
So this is a sleeper.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Then Brembo.
With the LSA engine in it.
Holy moly.
It rips. And, yeah. I wouldn't want to race it.
So you say I'd throw you in the back seat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything that Smoke does over there with doing those motors.
I got
in the back seat.
a buddy of mine, Boyd, built a truck like this on bags back in the day. And then he had he built one of those small Harleys that fit in the bed. That'd look really good on the ground, just the way it is. But yeah, that's just all the toys. All the toys. You say you got more toys at the house?
I do.
We should head over there.
We'll head that way.
God. I could stand and look at this kind of stuff all day long. It's just too much, man. Look at that, big tubs. So this is this on air or get? Oh,
it's going to be on air.
Okay.
I'm finishing up the front tub, and I'm putting a seat on it in the rear.
Okay. All right. And we're out here at the front.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Both the signs are out front.
Yeah.
See, it says enter in the back.
Yeah. We almost said rear.
So we took a trip over here. You show me this, all this in here. This is Facebook. That's so crazy. This is where all of your problems begin. And he goes all the way down this fence line. That is just nuts. This is how you find out so-and-so is sleeping with so-and-so and your wife is not really your wife but your husband. I mean, this is where all that happens.
All the data.
You know, it's crazy that it says Hoosier and all this and that, but you don't see a sign that says this is Facebook.
Oh no.
Contracting parking lot holder. Yeah, no, it just, I mean, it's got all construction, but it doesn't say no. It doesn't say this is Facebook. This is This is where we're stealing half your life while you're sitting there looking at your phone.
Yep.
Now we got to find YouTube. That's the other half of your life. Man, we're coming down the street, and I was like, he's like, hey, bet you don't know whose house is mine. Look at that. Are they okay with your stuff out there?
Yeah, this is no HOA. I would never moved into this place.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Let's get out and look at this stuff. He said this is sideshows?
Yeah.
We'll look at the dually last.
Yeah.
Even though you guys already saw it. Ah, see, look, reverse.
And it works. We kind of redone some stuff, replated the C-notch. And next step was putting the bed on. And
see, for mine, when I do mine, I'm going with the cross member as far back as I can push it. So I can make my link bars as long as possible. And then we'll put the bags all the way up at the C-notch up here. And what that'll do is that'll allow for minimalist pressure. It doesn't have a whole lot of lift, but you don't want to do that with a reverse. See, this is set up where you're not going to do a lot of lift. Otherwise, you start pulling your drive shaft out of the transmission. And you just don't want to do that. It's not good. But hell yes. I am looking forward to doing that. Also, with the longer trailing arms, you'll have less with the way the axle moves. You won't have as much displacement of the wheels going front to back with a longer bar. That way, you keep your wheels centered in the wheel well almost all the way through the stroke.
he said stroke.
I like stroke. And look at this big beast.
I might call her Betty White. Just not sure just yet.
Betty White. Well, she's a mean bitch then. She's so sweet until you piss her off.
Got that tuxedo interior in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, shit handles?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We'll be doing a lot of work for this thing pretty soon.
That is freaking huge.
This is something we've bought on vacation.
Dude, you could fit a fucking party in there.
I've had a party in there.
You've had a...
I've had 7 big guys like me in there.
7?
Yeah.
You could probably fit like 8 in the trunk.
Yeah, and I'm trying to make it we're gonna go a little bit lower, make it a tail dragger. And it's already almost dragging the ground.
You know, just when I look at something, I think of an idea. I'm not telling you what to do with your vehicle, but is there any way that on the tails you would be able to put some type of a drag block? That way when it drops down, it's throwing sparks on it as well.
Yeah, we're running to do that.
That would be awesome.
And the roof's coming off, by the way, too.
What? It's a secret?
It's a secret.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then the 66.
Oh my God.
It's going to get a 6.0 in it. It's in the garage.
Dude, you got
Turbo.
15 years of projects right here.
And that's the parts car. That's Betty White's ugly sister that's going to get the rubbing parts off of there.
Ugly sister. I'm trying to come up with a bad name for it. I can't do it right now. Hilga.
Yeah. She's got a good heart though. We're going to take the heart out of that and put it in this one.
Oh, okay.
And this one runs in drives. But the transmission's slipping a little bit, so we're going to take it out of the other one.
Just like
keep the motor original. This is my favorite part though. She's got one fine ass. I don't know if you can say that or not, but
oh, I say everything. You know why? Because I tag my videos not for children. Yes. So we can talk all we want, and that's what gets me out of being able to be banned on there. That's a big, pretty, sexy bitch right there. That is so pretty.
Big booty Judy.
Look at that. See, when I earn my tribals, I'll be able to do stuff like this. I can't wait. Well, I can wait.
Well, we're going to make you wait now.
I can only think that, yeah, the higher-ups would be like, oh, well, too bad. You're going to wait anyway. You got tribals on the back glass, or is that just on the grill?
It'll be back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it says hers, not his.
Sporting the shop.
Hell yeah, I need to get one of these. eventually when I start doing the Mazda.
They're useful.
Yeah, I'm just so used to using a hoist and putting it in there, and then I move the truck back and forth. And I think I need to start thinking about one of those because it's going to be easier. I got an engine holder or a little cart and everything, but yeah, but anyway, all right. When we leave here, we're going up for the viewing for Mathew Farrell, and he's another fallen member of Race of Nature. It just sucks when you start losing brothers and sisters. It just it kind of makes you feel old. It makes you put a little bit more grip on life. And what's important is not necessarily what you originally perceived it was. So, yeah. So if you could please bow your heads for Mathew Farrell for a little bit and say a little prayer for him and his family. And we'll see you guys. Out of respect for his family, of course I didn't record anything inside. Mathew Farrell, 1983 to 2020. It was a really beautiful service. Got to meet his daughter. Got to meet his daughter's mom. Life is an amazing thing. Don't waste it while you're here. What finally broke me was his daughter wanting to be able to go up and open her Christmas presents with her dad. Can't imagine my daughter having to do that. I would never want her to have to do that. Tell everybody you love them before it's too late. Here I am back in the truck. The last part was rough, man. I'm telling you right now. I never want my daughter to have to go through that, but you never know. So, yeah, it's life. It is what it is, and it just sucks. So, a sad moment of silence for Mathew Farrell. All right, let's get on to the next order of business. We need to talk about this weekend, what I've got going on, what we're going to be doing with the truck this weekend. God, it's so hard to talk about this after that. We still have life to go on. I'm sure Mathew would like it if we were to all just keep building our trucks, building our dreams, caring for our families, and doing what we got to do in life to make ourselves complete. So, we got a list. Shit that I want to do this weekend. This weekend, we've got to turn the truck around, of course. That's number one. Remove the rims because we don't want to mess the rims up trying to pull the bed off. We're going to remove the tail lights because those clear tail lights, you can't find them anymore. So we're going to remove all that, secure the wiring, remove everything that needs to be removed off of it, and then we're going to go ahead and remove the bed. We're going to place the bed at the back of the property again like we did last time with the Ranger. Cover the back of the cab because if we're going to be cutting and grinding, we don't want to fuck up the back window. We don't want to fuck up the back of the cab because that will happen. You'll end up with pitting and little fucking dents in your glass. Excuse me. We just had Waffle House. Thank you, Jasper. We got to assess the C-notch because I was told it may or may not be perfect. So it's going to be fine. We'll check that out. We got to remove, we're going to clean up the frame. so we can assess and see what everything that's going on. Go ahead and probably remove wiring harnesses and stuff like that. Try to get all that stuff pulled away from the frame of where we're going to be working on it. Remove the rear cross member, because there's a cross member that's already in there. We're going to remove that one because we're going to be putting a new one in there. Remember, we talked about that a little bit earlier, if you guys were there for that. We're gonna, let's see, look at the brakes, the proportioning valve. I've heard that we can go ahead and delete that, which, I mean, it makes sense because we're not going to be really hauling big heavy loads and whatnot. But what are your feelings on that? Should we go ahead and keep the brake proportioning valve, or should we go ahead and just do a delete on that? I'll let you guys comment below. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to mark the notch axle center. That's a very important thing to do, is to be able to drop a string and a weight so that it touches. You got the axle, and let's say the axle is going through right here. You have the frame up here. You drop a string down so that it touches the top dead center of it, and then you run a line on the frame right there. That way you know where the center is. If you decide to take the axle off, remove it, whatever, to clean it up, then you have a center point that you want it to move to for when it's laid out and lifted up. That way your link bars are where they should be. Well, if you're using long link bars, if you're using short link bars, that's going to be a whole lot different. So we're going to be talking about all this shit as we move along. We'll probably end up pulling out diagrams and everything. This is going to happen this weekend. I got to find the steel for the link bars, which I have some 1-inch bars somewhere in the back, in the midst of all the stuff. We're going to, I'd like to go to the storage and grab the 4-link parts, the link ends and whatnot that I have on hand. And of course remove the battery again so that we can get it out of there, because you don't want your battery hooked up if you're going to be welding on anything, because it potentially could overheat the battery and cause the battery to explode, seep, leak, or ruin your battery, period. So you always want to have that removed or just disconnected. I'm going to remove it and put it away. So that's what we got going on this weekend. We've got 2 weekends really, till we're wanting to be able to have maybe a weekend to relax or to do very little. So we've got this weekend and the following weekend. The following weekend, I really want to be able to start making my axle tab mounts, and we'll get into that, what those are and where they go, and start doing some measurements for my link bars to make sure that they're going to be able to reach the axle. Because when you do a reverse 4-link, you can drive it every day and not remove the leaf springs until you are ready to weld everything in. You can build the cross member, you can put the link bars up there, you can have everything sitting and looking almost like it's done, and then weld it. Well, not just weld it in. There's a couple steps right in between there so you can get your pinion angle set. It's a pretty neat ordeal. I mean, I've done it before. But let me get to my little calendar down here. We've got 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe we've got 9 weekends left. The following weekend, no, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is that right? I believe 14 weekends, and the following weekend is mini nats. That's what we got going on. But somewhere before that, we're supposed to be having our state meet. I'd like to be able to take the truck to the state meet so that everybody in our area can look at it from our own club, so that everybody can see it before it heads to mini nats. So we'll see what happens on that. Hopefully we can get it done, because that would mean that I might have 10 to 12 days of actual work time to be able to get this done. That means we got to run the fucking tubing, we got to run the wiring, we got to get a switch box, we got to get all that shit ready so that we can have a functional working truck. I've got an idea that I talked to Jasper about for doing the air management. And it's quite possible. I haven't really seen anybody do it. Somebody may have has done it out there, but I'm not going to talk about it until I do it, because I don't want somebody else to be like doing it and all of a sudden they're like, I did it first. And that's, yeah, but somebody probably did it first. I'm just not going to talk about it. So, comment at the bottom, and I guess thumbs up for a pretty awesome video. I really had a great time today. I really heartfelt time today as well. You know, I laughed, I cried. I mean, I had every emotion happen today. The way Jasper drives in the rain scares the fuck out of me. Thanks, Jasper. You helped me with a bowel movement. So yes, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe already, and get that over with. Get that out of your life. Just go ahead and subscribe and be like, okay, I'm done. That part of my life is done, and that part's complete. That way you don't have to worry about it later in life. So, see you guys this weekend. I'm hopefully getting home sometime on Friday, so I'll have Friday and Saturday to be able to work on it. If not, it'll be late Friday, and I'll have one day to work on it. And I got to try to get as much done as I can get done. So, love you guys. Freaks for life. We will talk to you guys on the next video this weekend. Later.